I'd played guitar for years, not very well, and then somebody turned me on to Tom Waits, and he is solely responsible for me even wanting to teach myself to play piano. Everything that he did to me was flawless, and I just love that acoustic piano sound and the melodies that evokes. So the album is called Removed. It's a collection of songs that I picked and chose from a rather large catalog of stuff that I've written over the past 19 years. I have a tendency to write songs and throw them away if I hate them. So a lot of the stuff just kind of never saw the light of day to anybody. You know, these were sort of the choice few that I thought would make a good record. Smolders in wait for the crisis of the day. I was in Louisiana doing Drive Angry, and a friend of mine, whose name is Devin Gummersall, very talented guy, he came down. We had a day to sort of spend and shoot footage. I said, well, let's, you know, he goes, why don't we make a video for one of the songs? I thought, okay, great. So we basically just spent an entire day tooling around Shreveport, ended up late that night in the closet of the house that we were staying in my underpants, and we threw all that footage together, and that became the video for Removed. There's really something to be said for not trying too hard, even in making movies. I mean, if you're spending too much time on a single moment or a single scene, it's going to come out that way. It's going to feel like it was an arduous process. It's going to feel like it's trying too hard. Most of the songs that I like that I've written come out very quickly. If I have to spend more than a couple hours or God forbid more than a day on the structure or the lyric, then I usually don't like it. I have a proclivity for the vodka, and that song was written on a cocktail napkin, as a lot of these songs were actually. It sort of came from the notion of what would happen if somebody were spying on my thoughts right now as I was sitting on this bar stool. You know, there's a romantic notion about having the freedom to do whatever you want, and on a bar stool, there's something about being sort of untouchable when you're in that situation. That whole thing is not as big a part of my life as it once was, obviously. Now I got a kid and stuff, so I don't really hang around with my daughter at bars, but at one time it was kind of my savior. It was where I would go to, and I would feel most open and most creative.
We were talking about Drive Angry. What can you tell us about the film right now?
It takes the road picture, sets that on fire and puts it in a blender and slaps it around, and it's set in a world where it's still okay to walk into a bar, grab a bottle of booze, bash it over somebody's head, grab the waitress, kiss her, throw her down. You know, this world it's a big bad world, and Nick Cage plays the lead, and I play the guy that he's chasing after. He's trying to save his granddaughter from being sacrificed to my cult. And it was more fun than I've had in a very long time making any picture. It was quite a nice departure from Charlie Swan. I love working with Kristen, by the way. I mean, she and I work in a very similar way. We kind of, you know, try not to think too much about it and just, you know, make room for letting happy accidents occur. As far as preparation and research goes, I'm not much that kind of actor. I mostly work on instinct and imagination.